Hi everyone, I am Deepika Rathod, Chief Nutrition Officer, Head Nutritionist, Lifestyle Expert and Head of Gut Vertical from Luke's team. And today I'm here to discuss about the connection between our gut health and sleep. We all know that sleep is so important because that's when our body goes through a proper recovery phase, a proper detoxification phase wherein it heals itself, repairs itself. A person can see weight loss and weight gain if they are sleeping really well. But apart from that, there is a big connection between sleep and gut, because when your gut health is compromised, it has a direct impact on sleep. We all have heard that melatonin is the sleep hormone. Melatonin generally is produced by our pineal gland in the body, but most of the melatonin is also produced in our gastrointestinal tract. So now you got the connection. If your stomach health is compromised, the melatonin in the stomach will not get produced properly, and if the gut health is compromised, your sleep will also go for a toss because there is not enough amount of melatonin to get you into that deep sleep cycle. So that's where keeping a proper check on your stomach health becomes very important. Now here I'm not talking about severe gut related issues. I'm also talking about people who are usually facing a little acidity here and there with bad lifestyle, no activity or outside meal. People who feel bloated, people who have diarrhea or constipation issues on and off. It's not too severe, but at the same time, your stomach is compromised. There is little inflammation in the stomach, and when there is little inflammation, it is not working optimally. That means it will not be able to produce the melatonin properly in the body, which can further affect your sleep cycle in a longer run. So that's where keeping a track of your stomach health becomes very, very important. Even if we don't have good gut bacteria, like there is a gut dysbiosis happening wherein we have like a food poisoning wherein bad bacteria are growing in the stomach, the bad bacteria overgrows the good one, and that's when the stomach functions comes to a halt. The stomach is not able to digest any food properly, absorption, assimilation, circulation gets affected. Similarly, melatonin production also gets affected. That's why keeping a proper balance of your good gut bacteria also becomes very important in such scenarios. So today I'm here to talk about few tips and tricks that you can use on a regular basis to make sure that you're keeping a check on your stomach health. At the same time, you're improving your sleep cycle as well. So I have always discussed about taking a cup of warm water with pinch of nutmeg powder, and it really helps you in getting a better sleep. Nutmeg powder also has healing and antioxidant properties, which relaxes and calms down your stomach lining. So ultimately, it not just helps you in getting a better sleep, but it also works on healing the stomach. That's where the melatonin production can improve and you get into a better and deeper sleep cycle. Apart from that, one can also look at improving the gut health by adding resistant starches in the meal. Resistant starch is a fiber that actually doesn't get digested in the small intestine. It just slips up in the larger intestine, and our stomach bacteria can break it down to produce butyric acid, which is a short chain fatty acid that helps in overall healing of your gut health. Plus, you get these resistant starches from our regular food like a cooked and cooled potato. You cook a potato, you boil a potato, refrigerate it or maybe keep it outside for a few hours. Once it is completely cooled down, it becomes a great source of resistant starch, even for people who are suffering from diarrhea. If you're suffering from diarrhea, have more number of motions, your nutrients are getting lost, your electrolytes are depleting, you're feeling low on energy. So you can try and add cooked and cooled potato in your routine as well. Like chop the cooked and cooled potato, add little spices like turmeric powder, salt, pepper on the same, and have it with your regular meal, so that you get the resistant starch, you feed the good bacteria, you produce good amount of butyric acid, which takes care of your gut lining, your stomach will heal, and automatically the melatonin production also improves. Now initially, if your sleep is too much compromised, like if you go into insomnia, like you don't get sleep at all for too many days back to back, it will definitely put a huge toll on your stomach. So it's like a vicious cycle you get into. Your stomach is compromised, melatonin production gets affected, the sleep further gets affected. And when your sleep is affected, your body is not able to heal or undergo a proper repair and recovery cycle, which will again trigger more stomach related issues. So that's why if you feel that your stomach is really compromised and you need external help or aid to work on improving your sleep cycle, then you can look at adding melatonin as a supplement. You can check with a healthcare professional. A 3 mg melatonin is safe to have, but in case your medical professional or doctor suggests that you should not have it because maybe it might be interfering with any of the other drugs that you must be having, that's why taking a medical intervention becomes very important. 3 mg melatonin can be taken for 7 days back to back. It will help in production of melatonin in the body naturally, and once your body gets into that deep sleep cycle, it will itself start healing, and then production of melatonin naturally will also take place. So initial help from the supplement may be needed, but later on maybe your body will start producing its melatonin naturally. Then you can wean off from the melatonin supplement, or don't take it at all after 7 days if you feel that your sleep is getting much better. And after that you can get back to the nutmeg and warm water remedy that I always talk about to improve the sleep cycle. So this really helps in healing the stomach. This really helps in relaxing your body and getting into a deeper sleep cycle, because sleep is everything. If you're not sleeping well, not just the stomach, but you know that the next morning you wake up feeling so irritated and cranky that you're not able to focus on any of the work that you're doing. So that's where improving the sleep cycle becomes very, very important. We talked about nutmeg water, we talked about resistant starches to improve the gut health, we talked about melatonin to take help from melatonin to improve the sleep cycle initially. Apart from that, we have seen that if any person is suffering from gut related issues, then Triphala is a magical herb that really helps in healing the gut lining. Whether it is a constipation, whether it is a bloating, whether it is acidity, Triphala is a mixture of 3 herbs, and it really works on soothing the stomach. So you can mix a teaspoon of Triphala in a cup of water and have it at bedtime, and this will help overnight in healing the gut lining or improving the inflammation from the stomach. So Triphala is really helpful in healing the stomach and further enhancing the melatonin production as well in the body. So Triphala can be tried. Apart from that, you can also look at adding probiotic, because I also mentioned about the gut dysbiosis coming in picture. If the bad bacteria start increasing, your good ones starts depleting, and that will further affect the melatonin production in the body. So if you are consuming a probiotic supplement, it will be helpful. Check with your doctor on what probiotic will be suitable for you. If not a probiotic supplement, then you can definitely look at adding organic A2 curd if you're not allergic to lactose, lactase or dairy, or even if you don't have severe gut related issues, then organic A2 curd will be helpful. If your gut is compromised and you can't take in casein properly, then you can also look at adding coconut curd, which will be a good substitute, a good probiotic to work on healing your gut lining. After that, you can also look at making sauerkraut at home. Nowadays you get kombucha, you get kefir. All of these are healthy options, healthy alternative for getting good probiotics for the stomach. So this will help us a lot in healing the stomach lining, and as I said, further improving the melatonin production. Apart from that, there is this one vitamin which really works on improving the overall gut health, healing the stomach lining. It also work on improving your sleep cycle as well, and this is B1, that is thiamine. Thiamine actually helps in improving the nerve function, stimulating the vagus nerve, and we all know that vagus nerve connects our brain and gut together. So if the vagus nerve is stimulated properly, our brain is signaling the stomach to start the peristaltic movement, to empty the bowels properly, to control the hunger pangs, to improve the melatonin production as well. So if the vagus nerve function happens properly, your digestion will be in check, and ultimately your overall healing will happen, plus the body will also be able to produce good amount of melatonin. So you can again check with a healthcare professional or your doctor and get a vitamin B1, that is thiamine supplement, suggested for you. It will be beneficial in overall health, balancing nerves, muscles, controlling aches and pains as well in the body, because it is very important in improving your muscle and bone health too. Apart from that, you can also look at increasing the water intake, because the more water you drink, you'll be able to flush out the toxins properly from the body. If the toxin starts building up in our system, that's when the stomach can get compromised, can load onto more toxins, and that toxins can then affect each and every function in the body, not just related to stomach, but related to your sleep cycle, your heart, your liver, your lungs, anything. So that's where increasing water intake to flushing out more toxins from the body will be helpful. Summers are approaching, so you can definitely look at adding alkaline waters like lemon and mint infused water, or a fennel water as well. Fennel has carminative properties. That means it works on controlling gas production in the body. So if excess of gas comes in control, automatically your bloating, belching, burping, flatulence, all of these issues come under control. Slowly and gradually your gut starts healing, and ultimately the melatonin production in the stomach will improve, which will then lead to a proper and deeper good sleep cycle. So these are certain tips that you all can follow on a regular basis to make sure that your gut is functioning properly, you're getting a real good sleep cycle, and your body is undergoing a proper healing, recovery and detoxification phase when you're in that deep sleep cycle. In case you have any more queries, feel free to reach out to us, and we are always here to help. Take care and see you next time.